How do you feel?
Ready. How about you?
Same.
Friends, we are gathered here to celebrate the joyful bond that Kacy and Daniel already share. On this special afternoon, we gathered together to rejoice that they have found one another. We are witnesses of their union as God blesses their relationship.
Someone once told me that you should marry someone you want your kids to be like. Something that I really admire about you is that even though you're naturally a certain way, a bit stubborn and rough, you have a willingness to grow no matter how hard it is for you initially.
Kacy, I know we say this quite often, but who would have thought the softest girl in the world would be marrying the hardest man in the world today? It has been quite the journey, but I'm so happy that God brought us together and that you have chosen me for your life partner. Over the past few months, I've been looking forward to this specific moment, reciting our vows to each other, thinking of what I was going to say. And I was never really sure where to start, but the one thought that kept coming back to me was my affinity for your big, loving heart.
We're complete opposites in many ways, but I think that's what makes us work so well and grow as people.
Your empathy and ability to calm me down is something that I've never felt before from anyone, and I'm so grateful. I promise to listen to your thoughts and words. I promise to take care of you when you're sick and unwell or just having a rough day. I promise to raise our future family as the most perfectly imperfect husband and father in the world.
I would be so happy if our future kids were like you, even though I always joke they would be troublemakers if they were. You make me laugh until I snort, and I have the best times with you, but you're always there to lift me up when I'm down.
I promise to always put you and us first. I promise to love you until we're 110 years old and forever after. I love you and thank you for choosing me.
I promise to love you through the good and the bad. I promise to try to cook more often for you. I promise to love you no matter where life takes us and whatever happens to us. I love you, Daniel, and I can't wait to continue to experience life together until we're 110 years old.
What feels like my whole life?
So perhaps the biggest thing we have to thank for bringing Daniel and Kacy together, at least initially, is a little game called basketball. It was indeed through co-ed basketball that they got to know each other in college. And they still take time to enjoy it together. They continue to play in tournaments, and I think it's fair to say that basketball and all the community and the commitment that comes with it helped to solidify their connection. So I say praise be to God for basketball. Friends, please help me in congratulating Mr. and Mrs. Daniel and Kacy Kageyama.
Twerk. Yes.
Yes. I'm feeling like we just met. Haven't held your hand just yet.
This morning, I saw an Instagram post from Kacy, and it showed Kacy as a first grader finger painting. Her hand covered in orange paint and raised in the air. The caption read, "Raise your hand if it is your wedding day." And that is when it hit me. My precious little girl is getting married and is now married. So many fond memories, you growing up, In 2 minutes, it is hard to describe, but I know I remember and enjoyed every minute.
Daniel, when you were first born, we never could have imagined the future you. But through every joy and every challenge, we now look at you with so much admiration. And to you, Kacy, you have been a part of our family for a very long time, but today we can officially call you our daughter.
So Kacy already knows this, but for the first 20 years of my life, I've always wanted a brother instead of a sister. In my eyes, Kacy was the younger, sensitive sister who would always get on my nerves. I just really would never understand. And you'll never hear me say this again, but I'm thankful you're my younger sister, and I wouldn't change any of that.
I think that ever since you met Kacy, you have become such a different person. Like this patient person who is less stubborn, who likes to laugh a lot more. And to be honest, watching your growth as your younger brother is an esoteric experience I cannot trade for anything in the world. Because at the end of the day, me and Andrew may not be there to watch the Laker game or SpongeBob, but Kacy will be there with you. So I'd like everyone to raise your glass, your alcohol, your water. When in doubt, pinky out. And cheers to Daniel and Kacy.
Days falling for you.